Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga in a Bag, and we're so excited that you have made a wonderful purchase of this awesome curriculum. My name is Stacey Shanks, and I wanted to introduce my friend Chris Crews. We're partners of yogainlife.com, and we're here to kind of give you a little introduction about what Yoga in a Bag is all about. So first, before we get started, I want to give you a little bit about my experience with yoga and how I came to actually start doing yoga about 8 or 9 years ago. I was hooked. I actually got a certification through a gym I was teaching at, and through Yoga Fit, and that was just sort of my little piece of heaven to say, you know what, there's something more to this. So I found and searched out a local yoga studio here in our town, and it happened to be my friend Chris's, Evansville Yoga Studio. And from that point, I went to one of her classes, and I was totally hooked. From then, I mean, she's been my mentor. We would travel a lot to different yoga trainings. We're currently now in our 500 hour at Kripalu in Massachusetts, which is an amazing, wonderful place. So we are super excited about offering Yoga in a Bag for all of you, and we'll get into in just a second what Yoga in a Bag is all about. But first, before I want to do that, I want to give you a little background about Chris and her story. So Chris?
Thanks, Stacy. Hi, I'm Chris, and I started taking yoga classes in Arizona when we lived there in 2000 and 2001. And I, like Stacy, got totally hooked, loved the classes, loved what I felt like, loved my teacher. So from then on, knew that I wanted yoga to be a big part of my life. We moved back to Evansville from Arizona and decided then that I needed to teach more, so opened a studio, started teaching more, and have kind of ventured into all kinds of things, different trainings. Like Stacy said, we do things together. We do the 500 hour, or doing the 500 hour training together, and actually love bringing yoga to all groups, all ages, which has kind of brought our partnership together then, to share yoga with more people.
Yeah, for certain. And then also she does have a 200-hour certification, so she has a great teacher group with your yoga teacher training as well. So that being said, we formed our partnership in January of 2010 for yogaandlife.com. And if you haven't visited that website, which I'm sure you probably have if you're here, you'll see that it's kind of cool and it's still developing. And we're just looking at ways to make yoga more accessible to more people. That being said, we thought about teachers as they were graduating from your school. How is it that they can go out and start teaching in certain populations, special populations? For example, kids. There's a great need in our own community to teach yoga for kids in schools, in churches, in any type of organizations, in the local library. And it became a bit more difficult doing the research, looking for the perfect curriculum, or not even the perfect, but looking for a great curriculum. There are a million yoga books out there for kids. But what we have tried, and we both tried it, going into teaching kids and asking fifth graders or even third graders or first graders to go into a tree pose and to feel what we felt is pretty much impossible. So we decided to combine a lot of what we love, which is activities, the meditation part of yoga. We know that kids love legs up the wall, for example, and type of inversions. They love action and an energy, and put that in a setting that was accessible to them at their level. Thus, we formed Yoga in a Bag this year. We are providing curriculum for certain special populations, and they are for yoga teachers. So this is not for anyone to purchase that would just come to our website. You do need to be a yoga teacher, and we'll get into that. So we are starting with kids. Our first kids curriculum is called Kids Around the World, and by the time this video is aired, we'll have several more that we've already constructed, and with all the resources. So we'll get into